What's up, guys? Time to show off a new build. This will be something you haven't seen before. I spent some time a while back on ChatGPT trying to do some variations to my Kraken dial. And this was one that popped in, and I liked it, but I was trying to say, I don't actually want the skull version. I'm still wanting Kraken, but I still liked the results that it was getting. I said, this has teeth. That's not exactly what I'm wanting, but I like what you're coming back with. So we took the images that I got after I spent a lot of time on it, and this was the one that was refined in the end, and had it custom lasered, and then we darkened the background on it. Gives it a little bit of depth, makes it look pretty cool. So in real life, you can really see it well when the light is hitting it, but in real life, when you're looking at it, the silver in the background looks kind of antiqued. So this camera is picking it up well, but it's more of a dirty silver look to it. And the background isn't necessarily black, it's more of a gray-brown, if that's a color. It looks really cool. But I thought, you know what? Let's see if you guys like it. If you like it, I have the imagery and I can make more. And I did make another that's quite similar to this one. And then I've got another that I thought that might be like a line I kind of go with. But that's the build. So lasered out pips. Those are backside loomed. The hand set I did on this, I do not have a matte finished black seconds hand, but the hour and minute are more of a paddle set that is darker in color, which obviously the one under it's not going to loom because it's under. But the seconds hand is actually more of a polish, has more of a sheen, whereas your minute and hour hand are more of a matte finish. Did a brush 350, and then I did a smooth 350, smooth clean bezel. Any black that I'd have wasn't going to go quite with that, and I was like, do I want to go that route? I'm not sure that I want to go that route. You know what? What's a safe bet? Just make it to where you're looking at that dial. You're not really looking around anywhere else. So, since it is a Kraken variant, I did the Kraken engraved crown and caseback, as well as the slider box and preview buckle. Wristband strap, I did a brown that when you see it in real life, you're going to realize it's very close to that background color. It goes very nicely with it. And then it has hints of, a darker black and a little bit of canvas inlays inside here. And this was from Gillespie over at Wristbound, in case I did not say that. Brush preview buckle. And overall, that's the build. Hopefully you like it. I think it came out pretty cool. So I was like, what do I call this? Skeletonized Kraken, Kraken variant. If I go with Kraken variant, they can always just be like, I can always easily name them that as often as I do one. But that's the build. Bezel on it will turn left, it'll turn right. It is very tough to turn it. You don't need to turn it for anything, but it is a tension ring bezel like all builds. Domed acrylic glass on that, so it comes up right above it. Pretty cool look. Automatic mechanical, you've got a rotor in the back that as you're moving, it's moving and keeping time. And it is putting little bits of wind to the mainspring. But before you put it on, before you set the time, make sure you wind it yourself just a little bit. How you do it as you back the crown off the threads. Till you hear it and feel it clicking. You'll feel a little bit of play here because you've got a wobble crown. So a little bit of play, you know you're off that crown tube. Now you can wind. And a wind is a turn clockwise as you're looking at it from the side. Counterclockwise does not wind it, but it is a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and go back and forth. A few videos ago, I had one out where I showed you as you wind it, the gears move as you turn this way and don't move as you turn that way. So I do this to keep my finger spacing proper. If I start to accidentally screw it back onto the crown tube, I can just back it right back off in the same motion and then pull just a little bit, keeping it into that first position. 4 or 5 seconds of that mixed with the rotor movement will keep your time throughout the day. If you do it for another 4 or 5 seconds, you're going to max out your 31-hour plus power reserve on it. It's closer to 34, 35 hour. If you wind it up, set the time and set it down. You cannot overwind it. It's got a slipping mainspring, so once it's got the input that is needed, it is just deflecting. It's not putting any more tension in there. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the one and only click. You can now set your time. And recently, I picked up a time grapher, and this was running at plus 20 seconds a day, which is perfect. I believe the spec on these is minus 20 to plus 45. But that was sitting straight up and down, you know, not moving, not sitting on its side, not upside down. So dialing it into 0 when it's sitting there like this does not mean it's always going to run perfect, especially if you're wearing it on your wrist like this, because you'd need to do it a different direction. So you can actually flip the time grapher and do it the other direction as well, or flip it upside down. So, so running like at plus 20 per day. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 2:16 p.m.
2:16 p.m. When you're good, you're going to push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. And that is the build. As with every build, it's going to come with matching beads. You saw it comes in this Kraken slider box with Atlas pillow. It's going to come with a few things. Watch cleaner to keep that everything here nice and pretty. Non-streaky, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. Side note, this is brushed. If you scratch it, use the green side of a Scotch-Brite. Do single passes in the same direction. Do a rounded pass and blend in that scratch. It's on the side. Single passes. Don't go back and forth. You start putting the lines in it that you don't want. Leather conditioner to keep that strap perfectly soft. Probably not need to use it. This is very nice. You will love it. On other watches you have, though, already, not from me, you will probably need to use that. Use a rag. Don't use one of your microfibers. You don't want it to harden on that, and then you use that to clean your watch, or you don't use that one for the glass. But you don't want something hard, and then you rub something back on there and put a scratch in. But lastly, you're going to get some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It is like a poly watch. I didn't mean to flip it. It is like poly watch. It is for your acrylic because you can scratch it. If you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it, just a tiny bit, and you'll buff it out with your microfiber. Now, if the scratch is up and down, just go left and right, filling that scratch, haze it, buff it out, and you should be good to go once again. Usually about 25-30 seconds of like kind of hard swirl rubbing with your thumb will do it. If for some reason it doesn't do it, wipe it all down, wait 10-15 minutes, let that solidify, and then do it again, because you're building that layer back up. So if you did a deep gouge, you may have to hit it a second time. But that's the build. If it's going to you, congrats. It will be available tonight at the 8 p.m. waffle event. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe so I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.